Hello, lovely people. I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Raina Reads Stuff. I am here in the book shack. I've given up caring what day of the week it is that I do tags, but I've been tagged in a few recently, and so I thought I would do one today. This one is the 10 Untouched Book Tags. Here they are. Big pile of books. I was tagged by Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, and the original tag was created by Raina at Rainier Books, and he is a German booktuber living in Sweden, doing booktube in English, and there is just one prompt. Present 10 books from your shelves that have been there at least a year or more. This is about creating awareness to read from our shelves, enhance sustainability, and maybe even save some bucks. So here we go. Many of you will have read these. I am unsure why I haven't. Let's start at the top. Sally Rooney's Normal People. I bought this second hand by the look of it. It's been on my shelves for ages, at least 3 years, I think. This is about two people growing up in small town Ireland, very different characters. It says, is a story of mutual fascination, friendship and love. It takes us from that first conversation to the years beyond, in the company of two people who try to stay apart but find they can't. You see, this sounds like a book that I would like to read. Unsure why I haven't. The next one I bought also secondhand. In fact, I bought 3 of them. And I bought these because I've got a bit of an interest in authors who write well-loved children's books, but also write adult novels. I hadn't realised that Michael Bond, the author of Paddington Bear, had written for adults as well until a couple of years ago. And then I found 3 books featuring Monsieur Pamplemousse. This is Monsieur Pamplemousse and the French Solution. He appears to be some sort of detective. Now, I ought to find out whether he's a private eye or could be considered a private eye, because if he is, this has just bumped itself way up the reading list. I still want to read these books. Right, this one was a Booktube. Well, I saw it on Booktube. I think it was Gareth at Books, Songs and Other Magic who said this was brilliant and he'd read it pretty much in one sitting. This is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Again, this is a story of friendship by the look of it, and ultimately our need to connect, to be loved and to love. It's not a romance, but it is about love, it says. Now, I don't tend to read romances, but I do read books about love. And I don't know why I haven't got round to it. It's nearly 500 pages. It would count for a big book of summer. Maybe that's bumped up the list as well. This is a book by an author I have read several works by, and enjoyed very much. This is Elif Shafak and The Bastard of Istanbul. The specific reason I bought this was because I think it's got a discussion about the Armenian genocide. I think that's why I bought it. Elif Shafak is a Turkish author, and I've enjoyed her books very much, but not got round to that one. Now I think, I don't know, half the world has read this and I haven't. This is Patricia Highsmith, The Talented Mr. Ripley. I appear to have bought this new, probably in some sort of buy one get one half price deal, because if I don't buy books second hand, they normally have to be in some sort of deal. I haven't seen the film. The Times says Highsmith is the #1 greatest crime writer, and I've never read anything by her. I really need to sort that out. Why haven't I read Wolf Hall? I don't know. I really like Hilary Mantel's writing. I believe I have... Do I have both of the others in the series, or do I just have one? I need to read this. And actually, it's the relevant time period for Historathon, which is all about reading non-fiction. However, there are side quests. I think I could read this as a side quest. I've nearly picked it up so many times. I nearly picked it up when Hilary Mantel died, and I've nearly picked it up, but I obviously want to read it. I like history. I love historical fiction. Why is it still there unread? Yeah, I bought that one new as well, by the look of it. This one, I also think I bought new. This is Bernardine Everestto's Girl, Woman, Other. Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist in 2020. It follows 12 very different characters on an entwined journey of diversity. It's future, it is past, it is fiction, it is history. I don't know why I haven't read this. I don't know why I haven't read any of these. Apart from, I know very well why I haven't read this, and I know everybody else has read it, and I know everybody else raves about it. Barbara Kingsolver, Demon Copperhead. Why haven't I read this book? Because I wanted to read Charles Dickens first. And I know you don't have to. I just wanted to. And because I haven't got round to doing that, I haven't read this. I've really got to pull my finger out. So that's the reason I haven't read Demon Copperhead. I know Barbara Kingsolver won the, among many other prizes, she won the important prize, the Booktube Fiction Prize, last year, 2024. This, again, I bought new. I bought new thinking I will immediately go away and read David Copperfield, which I didn't. I don't know why I haven't read this one either. This was a second-hand purchase. This, Alberto Echo, The Prague Cemetery. I really like The Name of the Rose. I've read it several times over many years and think it's brilliant. So I wanted to try something else by Alberto Echo and found this in a bookshop. It says on the back, 19th century Europe abounds with conspiracy, both ghastly and mysterious. Jesuits plot against Freemasons, Italian priests are strangled with their own intestines, French criminals plan bombings by day and celebrate black masses by night. Every nation has its own secret service, perpetrating forgeries, plots, and massacres. But what if, behind all of these conspiracies, lies just one man? That's right up my street. And yet, it's on the huge pile of I haven't read these. Now, this one I also bought new. Yeah, definitely bought it new. It's a Persephone classic. I absolutely love the cover of it, but for the life of me, I cannot remember why I purchased Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day by Winifred Watson. Perhaps Winifred Watson actually comes from Nottingham. Maybe she doesn't. Nope, she grew up in Newcastle. Okay, so I still don't know why I bought this. It's meant to be good fun though. Charming, funny, light-hearted 1938 novel was a bestseller on its first appearance. And you have got to admit, the cover is beautiful. So it could be that I just bought it for the cover. When I was looking for books, is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. When I was looking for books that to show you for this tag video, I have specifically picked out ones that I really want to read. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of books that I haven't read, and I'm presuming I purchased all of them because at some point I want to read them. But these ones I really want to read, and yet they're still sitting there. Perhaps I ought to go and make a start on one of them. I might start by finding out whether Monsieur Pamplemousse is actually, can I class him as a private eye? Let's start with that. Thank you for popping by. Thank you to Greg and to Raina for firstly tagging me in this and secondly creating the tag in the first place. This was a fun one to do, and who knows, it might encourage me to read some of these. Thank you for watching. I shall speak to you very soon. Bye for now.